Hey friends, welcome back. So obviously this channel is, business related. And for that reason, I don't get into my personal life a whole lot. But today I want to do something a little bit different. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you'll stick around. Um, I am what I would consider a very spiritual person. And I have a great friend, a very old friend. She's not old, our friendship is old. We've known each other since middle school. Her name is Dani West, and she is a medium. And she also does, I even have a hard time pronouncing this, Akashic records readings. I'm going to let her explain what that means because I will probably butcher it. But basically, we will be doing a reading over Zoom, which you will be watching next. And Danny told me to prepare for our reading by having some questions ready. So I have questions mostly about my business, but also a few about my personal life. And she is going to give me a reading, and we will see what my masters, teachers, and loved ones have to say. And she'll explain what that means as well.
So basically, Megan has come with questions that she has for her masters, teachers, and loved ones. Those are the keepers of the Akashic records. And the Akashic records are essentially the easiest way is a search engine for your soul. Okay. They are the connective tissue from soul to source. So they know you better than you know yourself. And you'll kind of see how the masters, teachers, and loved ones communicate right now with Megan. And your masters, teachers, and loved ones are very excited that you're here. Everyone's geeks out because they're just sitting there waiting for you to communicate with them one day.
I'm
So
here.
yes, they're like, yes, you are. And we're so excited.
Yay.
Your MTLOs are very loving. They have a very loving, I mean, they all do, but it's just different. Okay. Shall we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
So go ahead and just ask your questions and we'll see what they say.
What do I need to be doing differently to achieve my business goals?
Okay. Okay, so they're showing me that what they want you to do and what they're noticing conflict with is that they want you to follow your heart a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying that you go more like you're more analytical, you're more like what's logical instead of what feels right. They're saying they want you to go inward and focus on this chakra, this heart chakra. They want you to follow that. They're saying that your emotion matters. Okay. So your emotion behind your work, it doesn't always have to be logical brain, right brain, like this is what makes sense and this is what I have to do because this is what I learned and this is what I teach, right? It's okay to stray. It's okay to try new things, and it's okay to lead with emotion sometimes.
Okay.
How does that feel for you?
That's good. It's funny when you said something really specific that I was just like, you don't have to follow something just because that's what you were taught.
Mm-hmm.
And that definitely resonates because when I'm taught how to do something, I'm like, okay, got to do it this way then. And that's the only way.
Yeah, it's a human thing. It's also a Gemini thing. You're a Gemini, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a Gemini.
Cool follower over here. Okay, so yeah, lead with your heart. Allow your emotions to take the reins a little bit. They matter. That's your intuition.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to it a little bit more.
Okay. So there might be some overlap then with this next question. Everything's online, all our communication, your business is online. I want to help as many people as I can, as far as I can. I'm wondering, how can I reach more people faster?
Okay. Immediately, they want you to take that word faster out. They said there's no such thing. And so they want you to also understand that for them in this realm, There is no such concept. There's no time. Okay.
Okay.
And it's one of the most detrimental things that we humans put on ourselves. It's like the biggest stressor is this concept of time. They said, appreciate where you are because you've come so far in a short amount of time. They said that you don't think that. You think it's taken a while and that you're like, duh, like I've worked my ass off to get where I am. And obviously I am where I am. But they want you to appreciate it a little bit more.
Okay.
They're saying that that gratitude behind what you've accomplished is actually the thing that will propel you forward. They're also saying that they actually want you to take this time to slow down a little bit because they're saying post COVID, your business might not all be online. You're in a prime location to be hosting things such as retreats, seminars, workshops, etc., all in person. They're showing you speaking to large crowds. That's validation.
Yeah.
Every time, for anybody watching, anytime you get all over goosebumps, no matter what it is validation. Listen to that.
Holy cow. That's so crazy because I wouldn't say I have too many like huge fears in life, but I definitely have one, and it's how quickly time goes. And I'm always telling myself, live in the moment, be mindful. Like, are you here? Are you present? Because it's terrifying to me how quickly time goes, like legitimately terrifying.
But they're saying that that fear is actually what speeds the time up for you.
Oh, great.
It's actually an illusion, is what they're saying. They're saying not only is time an illusion, but the stress that we put on time is an illusion. And they hate it. They absolutely hate it. They wish we didn't have clocks or calendars but we do.
Time is an illusion. It's so hard for me to wrap my brain around that
Like,
concept.
it's like they're saying, like Megan, what is going to happen if you don't work for a year? They're like, nothing. Your bank account might take a little hit.
Mhm.
That's also totally human money. They're like, it's all energy. It's all energy. They're like, if you did nothing for a year, maybe your bank account would expand because who knows what you would actually be doing under the surface. Does that make sense? It's
Yes,
like
yes.
your
I'm
soul,
just
right? Yeah. 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 How are you feeling?
I can't wait to watch this recording because it's so crazy to me. And it's funny, I 100% believe everything you're saying, but at the same time it's so hard like wrap your mind around that time is an illusion. Like,
Mm-hmm. And
but
they're
it
just saying like, and the one thing that I like to say to myself that I actually got from my own master's teachers and loved ones, and yours apparently like it because they want me to share it with you. But I like to say when I'm feeling stressed and I have like a long to-do list and then I just want to rest, I say like, you know what? Everything will get done. If it's done today, it's done today. If it's done tomorrow, it's done tomorrow, but it will get done. And it just helps. It helps to just like let that go. And it's helped so tremendously, apparently, that your MTLOs would like you to take that.
I could definitely use that advice because my thought process is if I didn't do it today, that's a whole other day I'm behind. I'm late. I lost the day. I wasn't productive, blah, 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 blah,
All false statements is what they said. That was me, but they said all false statements.
I love this. Are you able to see, like, I know they don't have an identity like we have one, but do they come through to you as like their own unique presence, or what do they look like?
So for me, they look like shadows.
Okay.
And it's a lot like when I go into spirit realm, if I'm giving a mediumship reading, basically it's like this crowd of shadows. And then I will call forth the spirit that I'm trying to communicate with. And then they will step forward and reveal the way that they look. In the records, they just don't really step forward and reveal the way that they look. They're just shadow beings.
Okay.
But their presence is very warm, very welcoming, very loving. I don't ever feel, you don't feel like unsafe with a group full of spirits. Like anyone could be in there. You know what I mean? Like if you're a mean person in the living realm, you're probably going to be a mean spirit too. So, right. But your master teacher and loved ones, there's nothing but love and warmth there. So
I love this. I just want to do this all day.
Yeah, me too. I'm
This
trying.
is great. This is great. Okay, what do I keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question, and you already know some of this,
Okay.
you and I wrote a book together, and since then I've written like 4 or 5 more, and I have been trying to get a literary agent this whole time, and I can't, and I don't know why.
Ooh, I love this question. Hold on, I'm getting chills already, and I don't even know. Okay. Okay, they are saying you have 4 works of art that you've produced. They know that have you tried self-publishing?
No.
Okay. They know that you fear this self-publishing because you don't believe in yourself as much as they want you to believe in yourself.
Okay.
Um, they want you to try self-publishing with the book that you are. This is gonna sound weird. I don't know why. They want you, okay, I do know why they're telling me. They want you to self-publish the book that you have the least, that you think is the worst.
Okay.
Self-publish it and use that as a lesson in self-publishing. Like, take all of the information that you can get and learn as much as you can. See how it goes. They're not telling me exactly how it's going to go, but then they want you to try again with the second book. Again, like, order them. Okay, your favorite book is fourth, your least favorite is first. The first one you self-publish. The second one, try again with everything you know, see the progress.
Okay.
Buy the fourth book. Try again to get an agent with the successes of the previous self-published books. How does that sound for you?
Time must not be an issue for these people.
And they also said, they're just saying, Megan, what happens if you publish a book and it makes bestseller at age 50? Will you feel like a failure?
I will be really damn impatient by then. But no, I mean,
No, you're not a failure. You made it. They said like your career doesn't end at 40 or at 50. Your life doesn't end at 40 or 50 or 35.
no, I'm
They're
just
saying like you're still young. You have over half of your life left to live, and you have so many successes coming to you.
I hope so.
But they're saying like look forward to them instead of fearing that you won't get there.
Okay.
That's putting a block. I mean, they're saying obsession, but I feel like that's kind of harsh. Your obsession with like success and like getting there in a timely manner, prompt manner, like very rigid, it's actually putting a little bit of a block, because you have this like confidence, this innovation, this creativity that's brought you as far as it's brought you, right? Which is, you're doing well. They're very proud of you. They love that you see this in yourself. They want you to see more. They want you to pour more confidence, more love, more. They said, don't forget to stay humble, but, pour more of that into you, that belief that you are worthy, you're right, you're enough, you can, and you will, right? Take the time out, no more timelines. Only focus on what you want to accomplish. And then instead of stressing about, I have to get this done by now, instead, they said, try to change the way that you think about it. Get curious instead of impatient. Like, this is taking longer than expected. I wonder what lesson. I wonder what I can learn. I wonder, what can I change to make it better? What can I, tweak? And all this, they're saying that there's so much opportunity in being what you said, being mindful and staying present. There's so much opportunity there. And by being like, I've got to do this now, I've got to get a literary agent, I can't do this on my own, I will fail if I do this on my own, there's no time to learn and do this on my own. They're saying like, that's only going to make you more impatient, because you're going to keep delaying it, if that makes sense.
No, it does, because I know we're not supposed to, like let fear guide us or dictate our actions. And that's where I think that impatience comes from, is the fear of like, well, I'm 32. Why is it taking so long? She did it. How could she do it? And I can't do it. And it just, you spiral.
Mhm, 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 and they're saying this is totally human, and they're saying, like, fear is one of the greatest, they're saying, like, human blocks.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that stops us from reaching our potential, it is, like, the evil of the planet, like, it is a totally human emotion too. And knowing that, the reason that they like to, like, kind of just push that fear is such a human emotion, that time is such a human concept,
Mm.
is because they want us to understand that we are more than just humans. We are souls having a human experience. Therefore, if we tap into our higher selves, if we tap into the angels that are surrounding us constantly, we all have, you've heard about it, a guardian angel. We all have that. Guess what? We don't have just one. We've got a whole team of them around us. Each and every one of us does. And if we can just like tap in, they will help like remove that fear. And you can, your master teachers and loved ones are telling me now for you to start talking to your team when you're feeling impatient and saying like, hey, can you take this from me, because I need to focus. And they will take it from you. It's like prayer, but in your own time. You can pray to God, you can pray to your angels, you can pray to a tree, like they don't care. Just tell a being higher than you to like take this impatience and take this fear so that you can just focus and see what happens, because they're saying like ask and you shall actually receive.
That's really funny, because I when I journal, I write to them. When I meditate, I like welcome them in. But it's funny because what I'm asking for is make it happen faster.
They can't. That's up to you. But what they can do is support you by taking those fears, by calming your anxieties, by helping you to stay present. Okay. And what they do when you say, like, I need to focus right now, I need you to take this fear, is they kind of just surround you and you might get that full body chills, you might feel something, and then it will just kind of lift, you know? And then, thank them and move on with your day. Right.
Do they ever communicate back? Like, if
Yes.
what kind of communication do I look for? Like, am I going to hear the voice of God in my head, or how does it work?
No, the chills,
Okay.
you will feel something in your body. I remember one of the first times that I really connected with my team, not the master teachers and loved ones. This is not the Akashic records. This is just my team that you can connect to as well.
Okay.
I was in a really hard time in my life, and I said, I just need a hug. I said, I just need a hug right now. And I swear I felt like an embrace.
Oh.
And it's hard to explain that because we're humans. How do you explain something like that? But I felt it, and you just do. It's an intuition.
Mhm.
It's anything you feel something on your body, and you'll know because it'll be in that moment, and you're like, oh, okay, I get it. Maybe you get cold, or you get warm, or you get the chills, the full body tingles. Um, Maybe your third eye will start tingling, so you'll know. You'll feel something and you'll know.
I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
This is really good. Okay, do I keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one, I would be a terrible person if I didn't ask about Peanut, my dog.
Oh, the bean.
I got him as a foster and then kept him. And prior to me, he probably had a not great life. He was very neglected. He was overweight. He lost most of his teeth. He had been hit by a car. And he is the love of my life. I want to know, I talk to him all the time. I'll be like, how do you feel? How
Oh,
does like can they tap into animals too?
yes, of
How
course.
I want to know, like, is he happy? How does he feel? Does he like his life?
Okay, so your master teachers and loved ones say that he feels like when you fostered him, you told him or something, like, you're not going to stay here, but you're safe now or something, or like you're going to go to your new home soon. And he said that he immediately kind of knew, like, you're the one that he had been waiting for. And and he was like, I'm not going anywhere. And he was right.
I have pictures. Well, I have a million pictures, but I have pictures that I took the day I brought him home as a foster. And in my car, he was next to me and he had this big grin on his face. And then when I brought him home and took him out of his crate, he jumped up in my lap and he looked up at me, and I swear to God, he was like, I'm good.
I'm home.
He knew. I think he knew before I knew.
Yeah.
So he's happy.
Oh my gosh. He honestly, like, being with you has healed him so much. And mind you, like, he has his own records. So this is just what your master's teachers and loved ones are saying. But like, you were like his sanctuary.
Oh, Peanut has his own records too.
Oh yeah. Honestly, your house has the records, everything that is here, because even down to like my glasses, because everything started somewhere and ended up here. So even if it's the records of this jade are, it was produced in Asia, and then, you know what I mean? And it was then like, then a man made it into a bracelet, and then it'll like tell its whole story. It might not have a lot, but stones and crystals are fun to read, because then they say like, oh, like I came from like a mountainside, and you know what I mean? And those are fun.
Say it in that voice.
I know, right? I don't know why.
I love that.
Definitely not. There are no voices.
I love this. Peanut, you have your own records.
Yeah, Charlie, Charlie, I have a dog that just recently passed. And I found out through the records that he and I have been together for lifetimes, and that I almost always lose him first.
What?
Yeah.
Why? I wonder why.
I don't know why. I just know that he came back as my dog in this lifetime, so that he could just have like an easy, chill, rest life, but still kind of be with me. And very grateful. Yeah.
You love your dogs.
I know. Too much.
It's scary loving them, that because sometimes when I'm at night, when it gets quiet and then like the depressive thoughts start to sink in, I don't know why I do this to myself. I think, what am I going to do when Peanut's gone?
We all do it.
Okay, good. So it's not just
no.
Why I do this to myself.
I'm like Pablo. Because I have another dog named Pablo, and I always make a joke that we're like Norma and Norman Bates, because we're so obsessed with each other. I'm just like, ooh, Norman Bates.
Okay, so the next one I had, so I don't know, well, they already know this. I had part of my thyroid removed when I was 13, and after that I lost a bunch of hair and it never grew back, and I've tried a million things since then and have always wondered if I still have some kind of underlying hormonal problem, even though no doctor has found anything wrong. I was wondering if they know anything about that.
Okay. So they're saying immediately that this is a problem stemming from a past life, and there's a lesson here. Let me see. It takes me a minute to do past lives. Hold on one second. Okay, so they're saying that it's actually not really surrounding health. It's surrounding vanity from a past life. So what's the lesson then, or what can she do? Okay, so you're saying that the lesson is to kind of meet yourself where you are. You're not going to lose more hair, they're saying. You may and you may not start to regrow hair. what the lesson is, what they want you, where they want you to come to, regardless if the hair comes back or not. So they're basically saying spend some time looking in the mirror and admiring really just how beautiful you are. They're saying like not one soul, unless you tell them, will know that you are missing hair. And they're saying like maybe when you take the power away from these empty follicles, they can open again. How does that feel for you?
It's reassuring because I know that what we dwell on tends to be what grows. So if you're dwelling on a negative, it will grow. So it bothers me a lot less than it used to, but there's still that nagging, like,
Right.
is there an underlying health problem that I just haven't found yet?
They're saying they're not saying that. They're not saying that that's it. But they do want you to spend some time around this. Okay. So what they want, they're actually saying that they want you to try and do a little bit of an unblocking with your crown chakra.
Okay.
This is going to help clear this entire area. Do you have like a cleansing tool like sage or anything?
I need to get new sage because mine dried out. It won't light.
Okay, so get some sage before your meditation. Make sure that you really sage, especially this area.
Okay.
And then they're just saying to sit with, God, they're showing that they'd like a stone that you can put under your pillow. Do like a clear or, smoky quartz. Is that smoky quartz?
I think so. I don't know for sure, but it's kind of hard to tell. It's like a light brownish, tannish, yellow, goldy.
Sleep with that under your pillow, please. Sleep
Okay.
with that under your pillow. And then when you meditate, what they want you to do is focus on your crown chakra, which is your head. They said when you meditate, what they want you to do is envision every single pore in your head to open. You will very likely feel intense tingling around your head. Let it happen. This may also trigger your third eye to open. So if you get messages, downloads, you hear something, trust it. It's very likely your team. And what they want is you to envision, once your pores are open, they want you to envision healing. They do not want you to envision hair growing. Okay, that is vanity. That's what we are taking away.
Okay.
They want you to envision healing the thoughts that are blocking the hair growth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm beautiful. Nobody notices. I don't need that hair. I don't need the hair that I've already lost. I've survived 20 years without it or whatever, you know? Yeah. And look, I'm married. Are you married? Engaged?
Yeah.
I'm engaged. I've got a beautiful house. I've got everything that I want and need. And then after the meditation, they do want you to spend some time in the mirror complimenting yourself. Very genuinely complimenting yourself, not just superficial. You have to feel it. You have to accept the compliment. And they want you to do this for 3 to 6 months. Can you do that?
I can. I actually, in an effort to try to be a little nicer to myself, beautiful. I have sticky notes on my mirror that I read to myself every morning saying, little affirmations and whatnot to try to just reprogram. Beautiful. So I'll keep doing that. Maybe I'll do it more.
Yeah, beautiful. They're saying add some, yeah, you're beautiful. Just drown yourself in compliments.
I love that. That's good. That's good. It helps a lot because it's the first thing you see in the morning. Mm-hmm. So try to start with love and positivity.
Yep. How do you feel, my friend?
I feel really good. And I also feel like I need a nap.
Yeah, that's actually not uncommon, especially when we spend, for people that spend more than 30 minutes with me in the records, I will tell them that there is such a thing. we're moving through, we're healing, we're doing a lot of healing in the records. So
Uh-huh.
even if it feels like you haven't done anything but sit there and listen, you're healing and your energy is moving. So you might feel a little bit hungover, you might feel a little bit tired, a little groggy, might have a little headache later. It's okay. Just allow it to happen and know that that's just because energy is moving through you.
So I know it's very kind of abstract, but I'm sure you can relate to this, being very like empathetic and kind of like a too deep of a thinker. I wrestle with, I'm here to do something bigger. Like I'm here to, I want to move mountains. I don't want to just coast through life. And this isn't business. This isn't related to anything. It's just like, I know I'm here to do something bigger, but I'm still trying to figure out what that is.
So they're saying that it's your throat chakra, and it's actually the same for me. So that's fun, friend. You're here to like to speak, to teach, to inspire. So you're not doing anything. You're basically like on your path. Like they're saying, like, if it feels good for your soul, then you're doing it right. If you like fostering animals, rescuing dogs, and then really, and it's not, they're saying like not really necessarily teaching as you've been doing. Yes, 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 that's important and good. And it's fulfilling for your soul, which is even better. But to really inspire people. And you can do that through the work that you're doing, which is helpful. And you can also expand and do that in other ways, which will unfold as you walk your path. So it's not something that you need to ruminate on,
Okay.
something that you just need to trust will come. And as long as you understand and are aware that you are walking your path, it will work. Also, this is through your writing as well. Like yeah, you are meant to speak to people, to teach, to inspire, to provide wisdom. Like you are an older soul, you've got knowledge, you know what you're doing. Stand in your confidence and be bold. And they're saying, make sure you let your heart talk over your head once in a while, because that's really important. And that's what will guide you to the purpose part of life. Okay, the brain is going to help you to survive and make you successful and bring you the things monetarily that you need. And the heart, though, will bring fulfillment, enlightenment, et cetera, right? And that's why we meditate, they said, to give space for our hearts to speak a little bit.
I love that. It makes so much sense too. And really, at least to a small extent, I think that's what you just said. We have that seed planted when we're very young, because for the longest time, I was told that writing is not a career. And one thing I'm very confident about is I know one thing I'm here to do is write. And that's all I've ever loved. And so I pursued it and I made it work. And then the money followed, but I did something that was very fulfilling, you know?
Yeah, I do. I've seen you do it. And I think it's awesome. You're a
We
rock
put
star.
it together.
I know. I
I
know.
love that book. I still
Remember when we thought we were going to be actresses?
You did it. You did it.
I
I did
miss
it here in Vegas a little bit. Oop,
Yeah, I miss it, but
love it.
okay, my friend, do you have anything else or shall we wrap this up?
Um, Before they go, tell them I said thank you and I love them.
They're like sending you all of the kisses. Like they're just like, yes, so much love. They also want you to know you will not falter. They are the ground beneath your feet. They will not let you fall. It doesn't matter what direction you go, the path will unfold in front of you. You will never be punished for your choices. The universe will tilt in your favor. It will shift for you. Okay?
Amen.
Trust and faith. I'm telling you, it's the one thing that almost every session comes up is have faith and trust yourself and the universe. As soon as you do, everything starts unfolding.
So that was incredible. It feels, I think we mentioned this during the reading, it was so comforting and nurturing, and also I feel like tired right now, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Um, so I know you're working really hard to help more people all over the world, and you have a program coming up, right? Or like a workshop or a class. Do you want to tell people about that?
Yes, I do. I'm actually just launching a program. It's called New Year, New Magic. And I know that, it's February now. So is it really the new year? Well, it is. And there's still lots of magic to be had. And what this program is 4 weeks. It starts March 1st. And there's only 3 spots available so that I can give my full attention to both the program and then my clients that come and see me. So there's only 3 spots. It is a month-long program, 4 weeks. It's the month of March. And what it is a new year, new magic. It's basically just coming into your power, confidence. It's working in your Akashic records with your master's teachers and loved ones to basically help you get wherever you're trying to go, your next step, a new career, just moving out of old patterns and behaviors. It's like really stepping into your power. And each person's month will be tailored to them based on what their master's teachers and loved ones know will work for them. So there will be daily homework, there'll be exercises, and then you'll meet with me once a week for 1 hour. We'll be spending 1 hour per week in your records. This is a lot. There will be healing involved and just major shifts, honestly. Meeting for 4 hours in the records is incredible time with incredible healing, as many answers as you can possibly have answered. And yeah, I hope it will be transformational for everyone that joins. And honestly, I made this project with my own master's teachers and loved ones, so it's not going to fail.
Nope, it can't.
Can't. It's not me. Yeah. So 3 spots. And I'm sure that we can include the link for the page. You can read more about it. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to this and just to helping somebody come into it's like a boot camp, right? It's really accelerated healing and transformation. And I think it's gonna help tremendously. And I can't wait. I really can't wait to see how people move forward and what they do.
No, I think this is going to be really powerful and beneficial. I'm always telling people on this channel, obviously this channel is business oriented, but I've said a million times that if things aren't right up here and in here, then nothing else matters. That's irrelevant because you have to have all the pieces lined up or what? Like it's pointless. So working on this is
Mm-hmm.
just as important as everything else, if not more important. Well, we will, the link to enroll in this month-long program, we will put that in the description below, along with your social media handles. For everyone watching this, be sure to sign up for her newsletter as well, so you can stay up to date on that. Also, in addition to signing up for Dani's newsletter, you can always book an individual reading on her website. So that link will be below just to make it super easy. And what you've got, like 30 and 60 minutes.
Yep, I have 30-minute and 60-minute readings. And then I do Akashic Records readings. I'm also a medium. So if there is a loved one that you would like to reach out to, that's also available for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for this.
So welcome. This was a pleasure to do. It's always so fun to see you and to talk to you. And I'm so glad that I got to do this reading for you. It means a lot.
Me too. Thank you.